Hey everyone, my name is Shauna, and welcome to another unboxing video. Not intentional ASMR here, but it is really late at my house, and Thanksgiving's tomorrow, and I really want to get this video out tonight, because I won't have time to work on it over like the Thanksgiving vacations and all that. So, let's get right into it. I got it from AmiAmi. Here's the usual art card. And today we've got the Hibiki Tachibana Act Mode action figure, distributed by Goodsmile. You might notice a slight trend happening on my channel, especially with my upcoming review. I'm getting more interested in action figures, and they mainly because Symphogear. I love this show. I love this show so much, but the actual scale figures are so much money, and they're hard to find. But this is a new release line from Goodsmile under the Act Mode. I've never heard of them. Action figure time and model kit group. Main character of the show, Hibiki Tachibana. Let's just get right into it. This is basically my first Figma. It's not a Figma, but it's basically a Figma. Here's right out of the box. Here is the instruction manual. Looks like down here we've got the assembly required stand and two of her big scarf pieces. Oh, here we go. And here she is. Like we got a removable part there. First impressions, she does not pass the shake test. She's a little wobbly down there. Very loose here. She might need the stand. Ooh, it's tight down there. It looks great though. That's not the most important thing. Oh, it's pretty important, but for these action figures, you need to be able to hold the pose. I mean, that's the thing, it is loose, but it holds the pose, which is what matters. Good for now. More in the review. We've got her giant extra fist parts. Really beat stuff up. Some alternate head pieces. This one looks really good. Like the printing on this looks great. Like, yeah, the colors are vibrant and good. She does feel a little loose, but so far, so good. Ooh, she has basically a non-existent swivel up here. Maybe you could break it in a little, but it's not the best. And her neck is pretty limited, but not bad either. Looks like you get, I'm not sure what the heck these are. Looks like her whole front here can come off. Pretty difficult, which then allows you to access these individually to attach the extra parts. Again, we'll cover more thoroughly in the review. This is basically just an announcement video that I will be doing the review, and it will come out, unfortunately, it'll come out after that review, and then the Haruhi Suzumiya scale figure, and then this one. And considering Thanksgiving and stuff, this might not be reviewed till December. Unfortunately, there's already paint chipping here, just from removing this as instructed. But once you put it back on, it will probably cover that back up. Oof. Not really. Yeah, she definitely feels like a cheap Figma. And she was, I got her on sale even, so she was definitely cheaper than a Figma, but she still has that pretty good quality feel to her where she's presentable, you know. Maybe not a highly sought after collectible, but I'm definitely excited to see what kind of stuff I can get out of her. I will be collecting all of the Symphogear Act Mode. Yes, Act Mode figurines. If this one doesn't start, you know, really peeling and falling apart, which it doesn't feel like it'll fall apart. It's just a little loose in spot, but it's not that bad. It's not flopping, which is good. Like, it holds the pose. It's not just flopping. So I decided to do at least a little bit of posability testing to give you an update, and it looks like she has basically no ankle pivot, so it's really hard to get her in the nice spread out feet poses. Her arms are really articulated, much better than a certain someone's, so you can get nice across the chest poses. Like, I like that one where she's kind of like slamming her fists together. She definitely feels like she's meant to be posed and like on the stand in the air, which makes sense, I guess, but I do like figures that can stand up on their own and make poses, which she can do okay, but again, not having a good ankle pivot makes it very hard to keep a good steady flat footing. Another quick update, the instructions do not actually tell you how to remove the head or the faceplate. It's kind of obvious, but you pull off the hair, but it is a bit difficult, especially to pull the face out. I just lifted up from the chin as much as I could and just popped it off. Seems to be okay. Ooh, that face print is really good. I guess I forgot to mention that I'm gonna be just playing with her here and then updating you on little bits that I find along the way. But so far, she can get some pretty cool poses. The limit of her skirt is a bit annoying because you can't raise the legs very high, and it's not terribly flexible. I didn't explain this well enough at first. The stand will require you to own at least, I recommend a knife too, because the nippers can get the cut, but it can leave a sharp edge that you just smooth down, like I did over here with the knife. So there are multiple parts to the stand. You have the two auxiliary support arms, which you can use to support other parts of the figure. Maybe you need to use that for her scarves. I'm not sure. It only says to use them as necessary or needed. In the end, you do kind of just need to make the one basic hole, and I'll put her on it. The fit is really nice and tight, like really tight, and I very much appreciate that because I have some Nendoroids using these same kind of pin connectors that just fall out when I try to plug them in. Like, they just doesn't gel together. So having this being so tight is very nice. I'm going to attach these arm parts, and they do include these shrink resistant plugs in all the pieces to keep like the opening from shrinking over time. So make sure you re-plug in all your stuff after using it, because that's probably a smart idea. Well, the shrink plug has prevented the shrinking because it's, I think, shrunken enough so that the plug is very tight. So tight that I'll probably need to get some sort of hair dryer or something to really heat up the plastic to loosen it, to remove it. So you're not going to see her with these on in the unboxing video. I apologize. The scarves work on these very tiny pinholes. So let's put them in and see how well they hold up. So for the most part, yes, I am being very uncreative right now and using the pose from the box, but so far, this left one holds pretty well. This one, I think it depends on how you, well, that might have been the problem. It wasn't it's very, It is so tight in there that I am terrified of breaking this. And it's so hard to get in, it just came out. But if you get it nice and tight in there, it'll hold like that one. I'm pretty sure. So, hopefully no need for those support stands for that. After much careful pressing, I got it to stick. And so, she's holding the pose just fine. And the scarves are holding their position too. So, all in all, she may be a little loose in some places. Definitely can't stand on her own, under her own weight, especially with the scarves. There's no way. So just use the stand. It's a nice, clean, clear stand. It's hard to notice. So I'm honestly really happy with this. Maybe a 7 out of 10 just because the quality and everything, it's lower, but this was a very cheap figure. Remember, while it is distributed by Goodsmile, it's made by Act Mode, so it's not going to be that high-tier Nendoroid Figma quality of Goodsmile. And then the second one below that, Max Factory, this is like the third or fourth below it, Act Mode. Keep that in mind when you're buying this, but for the price that's the thing, is they're priced reasonably for their quality. So I'd say if you like simple gear like me, and you just need to have the girls all on your shelf in poses fighting each other or something, this seems to be the way to go. They're pretty dang good. I'm having fun posing her. Again, it's late. I'm not very creative right now. I just did the default pose. But look forward to the review that'll come out probably early December. I'll keep playing with her over time to see if things get even looser or start to fall apart. Then you'll know the true verdict in the review. But otherwise, check out the page on AmiAmi. She might still be on sale if you check soon. Today is November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving. I'm going to try to have this up tonight. Thank you for watching. Again, I've been Shauna. Good luck on all your figure collecting adventures. I wish you the best Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And happy holidays. And farewell, my friends.